Gemini, how you doing? So we're looking at your Akashic Records reading and also your tarot reading, also for a weekly of May. How you doing, Gemini? So I'm hearing a delicate sound of thunder, or I'm looking at my delicates or someone that's delicate. I'm also hearing that Damien Rice, or eating a lot of rice, or Damien Rice song called Delicate. Deli. I'm also hearing a deli, something to do with cakes and I don't know, deli. Some of you are struggling with your weight or something, or the name Della or Stella, also Stella. Someone might be struggling with drinking alcohol, or it might be at a boozer or a pub and drinking Stella. But I'm definitely hearing a Damien Rice. Some of you could be eating a lot of rice, like white rice, brown rice, all that kind of thing. I'm also picking up the name Billy and also Brown. Okay, brown rice. Some of you are eating a lot of brown rice this week, but I'm hearing though for a lot of you it's a delicate sound of thunder, something to do with Pink Floyd. So thunder, AC/DC. Something to do. You're probably listening to a lot of music and stuff like that. AC/DC, delicate sound of thunder. Also, I'm hearing that a lot of you might be looking at your delicates, or someone's very tender. Some of you are cooking meat and it's very tender. Like I'm also hearing "Love me tender, love me true, la na 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 na." Some of you are listening to Elvis. Okay. But then I'm also hearing though that someone's very delicate and very tender. I keep hearing tender, something to do with around meat being very tender, or like tending. You've kind of got like food references, Gemini, if I'm honest, like tender meat, rice, all that kind of thing, like having chicken, rice, peas, rice, chicken, rice, meat, red meat, white meat, red meat. I'm hearing red meat and white meat. So you could be eating a lot of white rice for a lot of you. Okay, so then I'm also hearing two references of delicate. Okay, well, three. One, Damien Rice, delicate. Delicate sound of thunder, Pink Floyd. Looking at my delicates, which would mean like going through your summer clothes, winter clothes, and all your delicate clothes. All my they say that here, delicacy. Something to do with around delicacy. I keep looking. Gemini, you're right. Like a delicacy, like somebody that does like proper food, and it's a delicacy. Like whatever it is that you're making, there's like a plate of food, and it's kind of like avant-garde, or like a restaurant and stuff like that, and very delicate food. So you probably work at a food restaurant, or if you're into cooking, you're like looking at cooking programs, so on and so forth, and cooking delicate food for a lot of you. But then also, like in Britain, we call it your delicates, which means it can mean articles of clothing. So you might be going through your winter and summer clothes, getting prepared to either one, holiday, or two, the fact that the climate has just changed and the fact that it's now getting warmer. You could be going shopping, buying some clothes, so on and so forth, or you're going through your winter, summer clothes. Okay, I'm also picking up the name Summer, or someone from Somerset. Okay, but I am also hearing that someone is upset also. Now, I don't know if this is you or your partner, if you're in partnership, but someone's very upset. That's why they're very delicate. So I'm definitely hearing someone's feelings and emotions have been hurt, wounded, and that someone's very delicate at the moment. So you could be on a break. I'm definitely hearing that you're either going on a holiday and a break off work, or I just need a break. I can't take this shit no more. Something to do with Danny Glover. So 7, Cancerian, or a life path number 7, or the 7 of Swords I'm seeing. Some of you are, like I said, someone's very delicate at the moment, and you don't want to kind of like rip the band-aid off of the wound. Something to do with band-aid also, which would be, I don't like Mondays, tell me why. So the Boomtown Rats, some of you. Anyway, Gemini, I'm definitely hearing though that someone's feelings are very delicate. I don't know why I keep seeing this, but I see it in Aries, and also Taurus, of like a wound, that like a scab or a scar, or Abby or Abigail or Ab, or someone that's got scars. Okay. I'm also hearing Red Hot Chili Peppers, something also to do with around a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Leo I'm picking up, something to do with scars or scabs, or picking at something, or like, well, in the other two readings there was something to do with around either one, self-harm, or two, there was something to do with maybe where somebody gets like they cut themselves and they have to bandage themselves up. Now I don't know if there's anything around band-aid, which was to do with that of Adrian or AD, okay, or a band-aid. So I don't know if you're working in hospitals and these kind of things and it's like banding people up, okay, bandaging, I'm hearing bandaging. So I am definitely seeing the Nine of Wands with the Wounded Warrior Nine of Wands in my head. Something to do with my head, it's in my head, or it's banged my head or something, or like I've got a cut on my head and I banged my head. I'm also hearing Ed dead in a bed. I come up with that before, like Drop Dead Fred, film Snotface. But someone in my town also did pass away that was called Fred, and also someone that was called Ted, and also someone else in my life also. Sorry, there's been 4 people, and I said this in the last reading of Taurus. 4 people, Scorpio moon, new moon, 4 people have passed. 4 weddings and a funeral. It came out for another reading before. 4 weddings and a funeral. That is actually coming true now for a lot of you. Or, well, it is for me because I'm witnessing it, okay? So, something to do with around these messages are the Akashic Records, so they can be things that you witness in life. They are, well, their message is all the same. It's either relating to you, your partner, people around you and stuff like that. So I'm also picking up where someone might bump their head or cut their head open on something, so be very careful. Or if you're cooking and you're using knives, you might cut your finger or cut something. Okay, so be very careful. I'm definitely hearing though, for a lot of you, there is someone that has delicacy, like is very delicate, like their feelings are very delicate at the moment, they're very emotional. You could be on a break. I am definitely seeing the Nine of Wands. That can represent control and narcissism, but it can also represent what happens when coming back after war, which means after a fight. So after a fight, so it's kind of like we've split up, we've broke up, someone's very delicate, emotions been hurt, things have been said, blah blah blah, probably had an argument, so on and so forth, delicate feelings, delicate emotions. I'm definitely hearing that, but I am definitely picking up like the Wounded Warrior of Chiron, something to do around Aries maybe. You might have, like me, Aries in Chiron. But I'm definitely picking up though that it might be an Aries themselves that got cut or wounded. But I'm definitely picking up though that something of where, I don't know, if there's an illness here of somebody in the family or something where it's relating to someone needing to be cut open, because I'm hearing like an open flesh wound. But I am definitely picking up where it's a hospital that's involved. It's emergency, they're saying. I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying if you know of people like this, but I can never stop messages and I can never stop destiny. It's preordained, so it happens. So you have to have a lot of understanding when you watch me, for it specifically. But I'm definitely hearing though that there is something around someone that you may know of or yourselves that need a hospital appointment, or you're going for an operation where it's going to represent somebody that may need to, like in internal surgery, going into surgery. I'm hearing going into surgical spirit, something to do with a surgical spirit, or the spirit in the sky. I'm hearing going on up to the spirit in the sky. I don't know when I die. There is something here around somebody that could have passed and you might witness a funeral, because I did hear the 4 weddings and a funeral, but I am actually having to do these a few days early before the first, so I can't ever really predict time for you as such as it goes, Gemini. But like I said, you might witness a lot of things around hospitals, somebody like visiting like somebody at hospital, or like I said, an open flesh wound. They're saying like an open flesh wound. I don't know if anybody ends up having where the cut is too deep, because I'm hearing a deep cut, but you cut me deep here. So you've got like emotions and feelings that are all floating around of like cut, bruised ego, emotions arguing. But the main message here is, I don't know what this is. It's coming up over the weeklies. You'll have to watch Aries and Taurus. But there was something around an open flesh wound and possibly Moss. I'm hearing Moss, Kate or Cat or a Leo, cataracts, something to do around someone's eyes, or an eye operation or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm seeing, Gemini, to be honest. It's something to do with, like I said, an open flesh wound or a cut. And somebody maybe, like if you know of a person in the family that has got to go for an operation. I mean, it can even be things where someone needs like a cesarean section, or people that work in a hospital. But either way, I'm seeing somebody that has to be cut open in order to go in surgically in order to remove something. So I'm definitely here, like picking up that someone, I don't know, like ovaries being removed, or like if someone's in a lot of pain, like with their like woman stuff, or like eggs that need to be removed, or I mean, I don't know. I mean, is this an animal, like an animal that you've got, like a veterinarian for some of you, and it's an animal that needs attention to or something? I don't know. I can't tell if this is a human or an animal. I'm sorry, because I am hearing like Leo and a cat. So it might be a cat or a dog or an actual Leo itself is involved in this. If it's not an animal, then it's a person, and if it is a person, it's someone that you know that may need an operation in order to have something removed. And I don't know what that is, because I am looking at eggs, okay? So I don't know, like I said, if any of you are trying to get pregnant or anything and you're having a checkup or a smear test. I'm also hearing smear cat. So I'm hearing like a smear test or something like Cancerian or ovary test, or having your ovaries looked at and stuff like that for a lot of you women out there. But I'm definitely hearing though that someone that you may know may go under general anaesthetic, or the name Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, anybody beginning with J, okay, that may be going for an operation to have something removed here. Yeah. So I'm trying to see if there's any other messages for you, Gemini. So I'm definitely picking up surgical though, like surgical spirit, or a lot of... they keep saying going on up to the spirit in the sky, as if there's a funeral that's coming up for somebody, and it's going to like pay respects and things like that to a funeral. Because I'm definitely picking up, and I called it in one of the readings, and I can't remember what it was, but about a death march, or the name Marchant or Merchant, or something to do with around a Libra, or Marchant, or a march. Because I keep picking up these people that are walking behind a hearse. And I did come up with Hershey's Kiss before in another reading, but that is now transformed into hearse. So like I said, some of this is like walking behind a hearse here. I'm also hearing the name Curse or Kirsty. I keep hearing custody battle as well, something to do with a battle, and a battle cat, a Leo, or someone that's battling something. Like, I don't know if it's depression, or if it's battling like a cancer or something like that, or battling something, battling it. Because you keep saying battle. Rattle, like something that is also rattling as well, like rattle, like a snake, a rattlesnake, or someone that gets bit by a rattlesnake. I don't know. I mean, we don't have snakes in Britain, so I don't know, because I keep hearing like a tail. Well, I'm seeing it now, like a snake and a tail, and it rattling, and someone that may get bit by a snake here. So if you obviously have snakes in your country, why am I picking up that people are actually cooking snakes? But I definitely keep picking up a rattle, or like a baby's rattle. Something to do with a baby's rattle, or hold on. rattle. Rat-a-tat-tat. Because I keep seeing that someone's going to knock at somebody's door and it's going to be like a chung 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 chung, and like a knock at someone's door. Well, that could be anybody, right? But why am I seeing like a gold like knocker? Okay, for a lot of you here, you might be having, sorry for such explicit words, but having your knockers looked at. Yeah, like I need to have my knockers checked. Or someone's polishing their brass. Polishing the brass? Brass knuckles. What? Is there someone that gets into a fight with brass knuckles? I mean, what is that for? Brass knuckle? Or knuckle? They keep saying knuckles. Knuckles. I don't know what that means. Well, these knuckles? Knuckles. Yeah. What else, Gemini, have I got for you? That's it. The messages have stopped. So, I don't know. Main messages there, like I said, there's something to do with a march. A death march. Some of you might be witnessing a funeral. Be careful around cutting yourself. Somebody might be visiting someone in hospital. Someone could be ill. There might be something to do with around eggs or like fertility or that kind of thing, or a smear test, or going for a test of some kind, but medical test, or an eye test or a medical test, or they keep saying medical, like I need to go for a medical test and I need to have something looked at here, or the sign of cancer or something here. I mean, don't freak out, because it can be a message there that is, like I said, people having to go to hospital for checkups. Well, I know that is actually coming up for me in May. I have to go for a checkup, and mine is polyps on the nose and like having my airways looked at and everything else. Nose, ears, nose and throat doctor is where I've got to go to have a look at sleep apnea and things like that. So, you know, it can be something very specific but very general. But for, like I said, for a few of you, like I said, it might be an upcoming thing where you know that you have to have a general anaesthetic to go under, right? To go under, because I'm definitely picking up like sleep, right? Well, for me, that is where I won't be going under, but it is to do with around like sleep, right? So. Oh, knuckle. Okay, because that might be where I end up bringing my CPAP thing back home, and I have to put it on my finger and so on and so forth. So you kind of got those energies here where it's something around medical. Not all of you, some of you, it might be something that you know of a family member, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I'm sorry, I just don't know that. Some of you just go for a checkup. Okay, a checkup. Well, so I must be looking in forwards, because mine's on the 18th of May. So we're looking at the 1st to the 7th. So, you know, you've kind of got these energies that are coming up of what I'm hearing for a lot of you, where it's around appointments, making appointments, hospital checkups, smear tests, possible COVID vaccination shot. I've already had mine 4 days ago now. Yeah, so those kind of things there for you, Gemini. Okay. So something on the throat. Something on the throat. Throat. Because it's either to do with breathing, breeding or breathing. Okay. And it could be to do with sleep apnea or anything like that, or a test to do with the throat. Some of you, there might be someone in your life of where it could be revolving around cancer. Sorry, I just don't know for everybody. I just really don't. Okay, I can only give you the messages. So I don't want anybody to panic, right? It's just, they're saying something around this and something around a flesh wound or having to be like cut open in order to have a look. Okay, so I don't know what that's relating to for a lot of you. Okay, Could even be a relative. Okay. So let's see. What's been going on with Gemini? So we're looking at recent past, Gemini. What's been going on with Gemini? So, caring. Give myself some attention. Give yourself a pat on the back is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm a mum. I do everything. I cook, I clean, I shop. I'm very efficient. You could be looking after a Pisces. They could have been, because I'm hearing nursing someone back to health or looking for a nursing career. That's what I'm saying. For a lot of you, there could be a nursing career out there that you're looking for, and that's what I'm channeling. Okay, but this is also pharmaceutical. It's also nursing and stuff like that, and it's also doctors and appointments and trying to catch up with everything that I forgot. So for a lot of you, you've been trying to catch up for lost time, making up with lost time. There's kind of a make-up breakup situation. Some of you are looking into makeup, physical makeup. Okay. Pharmaceuticals, I'm definitely hearing like I had to go to the chemist in order to pick something up that you have to take daily here, because I'm picking up dailies or Arthur daily, but like a daily, or I'm doing dailies and I have to do this daily, like I have to give this person medication, or I've been told that I have to take this daily. Okay, it can still be supplements and things like that, but it's something that I was told from the doctors or the hospital that I have to take daily for a lot of you. Okay, some of you, this is just cooking, cleaning, shopping, so on and so forth. The natural way of living, I'm hearing natural, things that are natural. So you might be looking into cooking and cleaning here and eating more natural. There could be a thing here that does represent me also, which is finding out that your cholesterol level is high, which mine is 10. But I'm now on, well, it's not simvastatin. I'll actually show you if you want. What is it? Atorvastatin, or whatever. I can't pronounce all that. But these sort of things, right? Hoping I'm not showing you my address. But yeah. So yeah, something to do with simvastatin or something like that, and having your cholesterol checked, or a smear test or something here. A checkup. Let's see what's been going on with Gemini. So like I said, when I read from the Akasha, when I read from, when I read, basically, it's not always about love. It's about general stuff of what a card really means, right? Which is not always love. It's life, right? So you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, you've just been concentrating on money, okay? You've just been concentrating on your work. If you've been working on it in your relationship and you're in one, okay, then you've been working on it within your relationship. There's been a lot of time given towards you and your partner here, I feel, for a lot of you. If not, this is fitness also, general fitness as well. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. But this can be a lot of weightlifting and stuff like that, and going to the gym, looking at what you can afford to buy, what you can afford to lift also. Some of you might have a backache or back problem, and it might be some kind of pain medicine that you've been taking for general pain. I keep hearing general pain. The name pain? Pain. Anybody that has the name of pain. Okay. I'm also picking up Sophie, or I need to pick up a sofa, or something like that. Some of you could be a general cleaner here, cleaner, or the name Tina, or cleaner. For a lot of you, you've just been concentrating on your work, trying to build up your career. Okay, it's also general study as well. Studying for my work, studying for an exam. For a lot of you, studying for an exam, or studying. I mean, me, I don't study. I was going to do a video for everybody, so stay tuned. It's going to be the Magician's Table Part 2. I've actually wrote down a lot of things that I hear. Like, all my general knowledge comes from a book of knowledge of... I wrote it all down of things that I want to talk about. The Spirit basically gets me to talk about. It's just accessing the Akashic Records, but it's also... contacting the Akashic Records for channeling, but also the book of knowledge, right? So it's just general knowledge of stuff that comes to me of a video that I'm going to do. But if you are interested, make sure you hit the bell and subscribe and all those kind of things. But if you haven't already, make sure you watch the Magician's Table Part 1. It's actually on the actual channel itself, and it's labelled, as soon as you look at the channel and what it's about, it comes up as a video to watch. Okay, it's also in a playlist below. Yeah, but for a lot of you here, you've been looking at your finances and seeing what you can afford here to buy, enjoying your time. But yeah, looking at medicine, I keep hearing medicine, the medicine man, medicine. Like PhD or whatever it is. The magician here, yeah. So you've been doing your best in order to keep things on an even keel, is also what I'm hearing. Something to do with a keel, or Achilles heel. Something to do with Achilles heel. What on earth is that? Achilles heel? But Achilles heel. Or Achille, the name Kelly, or Achille. Don't know what that's for. Achille. Accolades. Something to do with accolades. Claiming my accolades. Accolades. What's the Six of Pentacles been for? So Six of Cups. So like I said, you could be a life path 6, healing year number 6. You've got double sixes. So like I said, a lot of you have just been concentrating on your family. You've been concentrating things at home. You've been concentrating on your work, your career, your life. Feeling very good. If you're in a relationship, you've been working on it. This is the past, okay? But looking at, I don't know, just generally spending a lot of time around the house and the home, Gemini. Nothing that I can come up with as problematic as such. Let's see what the Eight of Pentacles has been about. The Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles 10. There you go. I felt money. Just watch it come in, keep working. This is also the Akashic Records as well. There's also the Akashic Records. So you might be a Gemini moon. But again, you know, this is watching tarot, getting tarot readings in an alignment with whatever you're doing here. Okay. Making a living, whatever it is that you do. Again, because you can never... You know, there might be a lot of money here, but you've either got a lot of money or you're not, and you just like live by check. But whichever way it is, there's security blanket. Rainy day and Mondays always get me down, but they don't because I have a rainy day check. So some of you, like I said, you can afford to pretty much do what you like here because you have your own house, you have your own company, you have your own business, you're quite well accomplished in life. You've got a very good job, you love your job, whatever it is that you do, you love it. Okay, when it comes to money, like I said, you can either have a very lot or a very little, but whichever way it is, you probably own your own house here, right? So, you know, people say, where's the money, where's the money, where's the money? It's there. So whatever it is that you've got, basically. So 8 and 1 is 9. So some of you, like I said, you're single, independent, career woman or career man, or that's my main focus at the moment. They're saying at the moment. That's my main focus, and that's what it has been, and that's what it will continue to be, is my career. My career comes first. Well, my career always comes first. My calling. You cannot stop. I'm also hearing Michael. Yeah, the main part of what I was going to talk about in the Magician's Table here, so I've probably already done this by now, because I'm probably going to do it tomorrow, and this ain't going to be out until the 1st, is that man is designed, this is what Spirit is telling me, that man is designed to be on one's own, right? Man is designed to be oneself, to find oneself, a path, a calling. You can't interrupt a calling, but a man is designed to be alone, because we are all connected. So a man is designed to find oneself through reflection of feeling accomplished in life by being single, by being alone. Okay. Unfortunately, as man, we are then also given reproducing organs in order to reproduce. When we do, and we give birth, that gives us where we also then have problem. because that is where we have problematic child, that is where we have problematic people that have problems in life altogether, and that's always generated by another soul. But because we are all one, and we are all basically connected within one, definitely within a root number of the magician, when you feel very empathically connected to everybody and everything, or Stephen King, but when you feel very empathically connected to everything in life, you realise that man is designed to be alone and on one's self, to do it my own way, right? So when you do, and you realise that, okay, well, hold on a minute, we've got kids and children, we have organs, we have a need that needs to be scratched and met, blah, 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 I need certain things in my life. You have children, you have kids, that gives you a person then where you come up against karma. And that's where we form our karma, right? Is when you deal with people, right? So for an energy of being designed to live alone and be alone, right? When we are, why would we be given reproductive organs in order to then reproduce a child, to be around a child, and then a father and another person? That creates our karma of things that don't always work out, right? So it's just, I ain't going to go into too deep, but that's going to go into a lot of the Akashic records, time, portals, stuff, all kinds of things, really. But here, for a lot of you, you're working and you're trying to focus on your career of what means most to you. That's what I'm saying. In life, when it means the most to me, you'll get someone who'll say, well, is that more important than what I am in life? Why is your job more important than me? Why is your children more important than me? Why is what you do and money seem to be more important than me? You can never find that equal, because it isn't. It doesn't exist. Equality doesn't exist. That's why we have this guard, right? It's outweighed. It's outbalanced. I can't do everything at once. I have to slow down in order to be able to realise that if what I want, okay, you can't stop me from what I want here. So I'm going after number one, me. My main concern is me, the magician. The lovers, there you are, Gemini. There you are, doing your best in order to keep everything together. Your love life could well be very, very good. If it isn't, or has been here, because we are looking at has been, right? It's been very good. You've been spending a lot of time around the house and the home, creating your family, looking after the kids, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Also, like a career woman, because you're looking at 8 and 1, which is 9, so it could be a single person that looks after their kids and children and their house and the home and their mortgage and so on and so forth. If you're in a relationship and it's very, very good, it is very good here, okay? Okay, so that's what we have for you there, Gemini. So let's see how the future presents itself to be through, what have we got? Sorry, 30. Sorry, this is where we do, and everyone's like, oh no, this is where I have to earn a living. Okay, so we can do that's the past. Gemini, I'm sorry it's so short, but like I said, if you want to join, you can. It's the full access bundle. This is where we will look into your first until the 7th, or a weekly reading. I'll draw these away, draw your cards, see what you've got coming up. These are also for you guys, which is the free stuff, which is channeled the Akashic, and here having a look at whether you want to relate this to past, present or future, but you're never really going to know unless you join Patron. That is why I have it. So if you want to, you can, but it only goes to the full access bundle. That is where you get 5 readings this month. So you've had your monthly, you get 4 weeklies that come out, and then you also get a monthly that comes out before the end of the month also for the next month. So you're basically going to get another 5 readings. So that's for people that are on the full access bundle over on Patreon. If you want to join, what I do here basically just gives you a flavour of what it is that I read, okay? But people have got so many choices of free readings out there that, you know, you either join or you don't. But it really helps me out and supports me as a channel, because Patreon is also very much for supporting the person that you watch, okay? So if you want to join, you can find the link below. If you don't know anything about Patreon, there is a video also there that tells you everything about what you get and stuff like that, and how I change things up and so on and so forth. But the video is provided below. But if you do want to join, it is only the full access bundle at the moment, okay, until the end of the month. So you can find all the links below to everything that you want, personal emails, so on and so forth, personal readings, It's all provided in the show more section. Thanks very much, Gemini, and I will see you hopefully on the other side.